Hello, South Africa. My name is Nazli Sharif. And today we are coming to you live from Gauteng for the We Can Rescue SA rally in the build-up to the 29 May election. And let me tell you, South Africa is going to be a showstopper.
That's right, Nazli. Today we'll be hearing from the DA Federal Leader John Steenhuisen, Siviwe Kwahube and Chris Papas and many, many more. But on the stage behind us, we have an incredible lineup of artists that will be performing. We've got Big Zulu, we've got the Parlotones, and we've got Oscar Mbo. It's going to be crazy.
In the next few days, votes will be cast at the ballot that will forever change the course of South Africa's history.
And we'll have the DA leadership right here unpacking the rescue plan for South Africa. You don't want to miss a thing.
Remember to like and share this broadcast with all your friends and your family, and join the conversation online using the hashtag RescueSARally and hashtag VoteDA. Coming up, we will be crossing over to the stage to catch all of the live performances, and of course we'll be hearing from DA Leader John Steenhuisen and many more, so don't go anywhere.
Nazli, we're not alone. We've got our man on the ground, Gwena Maloto, who's out there with the crowd, so we're going to find out. Gwena, down to you. What's going on?
In 2006, the Democratic Alliance won Cape Town by just one seat.
With just 42 votes, he recently won Umgeni.
Saletha intuthuko ebonakalayo endaweni zasemakhaya.
Because people voted for change.
DA-run Midvaal is now the best-run municipality in Gauteng.
And a new story was written for the Western Cape when people voted DA.
But if you want a new government that works, then you have to vote for it.
In this election, every single vote will count. Your vote can rescue South Africa. Vote DA.
Hello South Africa, my name is Gwena Maloto, coming to you live today from Gauteng for the DA's We Can Rescue South Africa rally. I must tell you, the vibe here is absolutely electric. There are tens of thousands of DA supporters, activists and public reps that are here today to send a clear message that on the 29th of May, we can and we must rescue South Africa. Now, this is the most important election since 1994, and we need all South Africans to unite behind the Democratic Alliance and go out on election day in order to rescue South Africa. Now, please like and share this broadcast with your friends and family, and keep up with the conversation online using the hashtag Rescue South Africa and hashtag VoteDA, as well as the hashtag RescueSARally. Now, soon we'll be crossing over to the stage behind me. We've got an amazing lineup of local artists, as well as speeches from DA Federal Leader John Steenhuisen and many more. And I will be here on the ground with these amazing activists doing interviews with the like of Alan Windy, our Premier in the Western Cape, as well as Siviwe Kwahube, our Chief Whip in Parliament, South Africa. You don't want to go anywhere. This is not a broadcast to miss out on. I'm going to be here on the ground, but for now, back to you in the studio.
For the first time in 30 years, the ANC government will lose its majority.
Opposition parties have united as the multi-party charter for South Africa.
A strong democratic alliance with a proven track record
can anchor a new government that serves the people.
But a new government that works is only possible if you vote for it. Let's unite and rescue South Africa. Vote DA.
Do you all know how incredible incredible it is to be here in Gauteng today with thousands and thousands of blue t-shirts right here in Gauteng.
Nancy, it's a sea of blue right behind us. It truly is an incredible day, a celebration really of the tons of work that has gone into this campaign in the past couple of months.
Yeah.
What an exciting day.
Yeah, not only a celebration of all the work that has gone into this, but a celebration of our country.
Yeah.
We have so much to fight for. We have so much to rescue. It just shows everybody here is ready to rescue South Africa. Yeah?
Definitely. I mean, you can see people are still arriving. There's still so many people coming in. But of course, we've got that address later on today. John Steenhuisen will be addressing us. And I think really, Nancy,
Oh, can you hear that?
Oh,
Ooh, let's cross right over
let's
to
go,
stage.
Let's go hear that. It's going to be nice.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business, I live this, it's automatic.
My name is Liam Jacobs, and when I say dilly ding, you say dilly dong. Dilly ding! Dilly ding! Dilly ding! I like it a lot, Gauteng! Now, usually I stand on the stage and I do all of this by myself, but today is a very special day, don't you think? Today is a very, very special day, and we need special people on a special stage right now. So join me in introducing my partner for today, the one, the only, the magnificent Karabo Kakao! Gauteng, you are on fire today. You are making some noise. You are electric. Give it up for yourselves.
Democrats, my name is Karabo Lerato Kakao. Ke twadi ya Moafrika ngwana na Mosotho ena ka sebele. Ke mokubong wa motsatsa bothibedi kubu ntama rota re bone. And I today with Liam will be your MC on stage, and I want to say marelebatle. You guys look absolutely beautiful in blue.
Blue is beautiful, don't you think?
No, I think so.
Blue is wonderful. Blue is on every single one of you. It's looking fantastic. It's looking marvelous. It's looking amazing. It's looking magnificent. It is looking absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and I think we're ready. As Democrats, I'm blowing a kiss to you too. Democrats, I think we're not just wearing blue because we like the color blue. We're wearing blue because on the 29th of May, each and every one of us are going to go out in our numbers and rescue South Africa!
Are you ready to rescue South Africa? Are you feeling the vibe to rescue South Africa?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Are you feeling it?
Listen, I am.
Because I'm feeling it.
100%. Liam, so this program is going to be an absolutely beautiful one. We have a killer lineup, right?
We've got an absolutely exceptional lineup, Karabo.
So do you first want to tell people what they can expect?
Let's
where are
show
we going to
them
start?
what they can expect behind us. You like what you see, don't you?
Yeah.
I love what I see right here. It is looking absolutely phenomenal.
So Liam, DJ Cndo has done the work.
She's done amazing things on the stage.
Listen, she cooked the pots on the deck.
She cooked and we ate it up.
So, But also, we're a democratic alliance that is diverse, right?
100%.
So each and every one of us in this crowd must have a celebrity or an artist here on stage that we can sing along to. I get it.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Each and every one of us here, you can see yourself in the artist. Your music is in the artist. And look, we started with DJ Cndo. We're going to move on to Ricus Nel. We're going to go to Sunset Sweatshop. But then there's something before the next artist. Somebody, his name is Solly Msimanga.
Give it up for Solly Msimanga! But we don't end there.
No, we don't.
We don't.
No, we don't.
In true South African style, we have Big Zulu who's going to be here on stage.
Yes,
Give it up
we do.
for Big Zulu.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then we have a chief whip in parliament. She does an excellent job. She whips the caucus excellently, and that's why the National Assembly and NCOP caucuses can all brag about the DA caucus. There is no parliament without her, right?
110%. And then after her, we have the Parlotones.
Yeah, the Parlotones are guys.
And after the Parlotones, we have our federal leader, John Steenhuisen.
Whoa.
After
that, we're not done.
There's something more.
Listen,
There's something
it's
more.
gonna be so lit.
Do you
I'm
know
already
who's next?
ready.
Do you know
I'm
who's
already
next?
to begin.
Do you know who's
We
next?
have Oscar Listen, listen, our event is not just a political rally.
No.
Everybody's gonna be lit. It's gonna be great. But I want to make a special shout out. I heard it's somebody's birthday today.
Somebody's birthday?
Yeah,
Where?
I'm trying to see him in the crowd and
Where?
Where? But
Where?
I mean, he's the guy with the reason why we're here, right? He spends all the money and stuff.
Yeah.
Democrats, let's all clap our hands and wish Dion George a happy birthday, the federal chairperson of finance of the DA.
Dion George.
Happy birthday, Dion. We love you. So we're happy?
We're very happy.
Democrats, are you ready to have some fun? Are you ready to party?
Are you?
Are we good to go? Democrats, give it up for Ricus Nel!
Wat sê die eisters? As julle lus vir lekker musiek bietjie. Raai, kom ons gooi hom. As julle lus vir 'n boerepompie. Love is a burning flame, and it bakes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell in a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours beat. I feel for you like a child. Oh, the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, One more time. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
To you live from Gauteng at the We Can Rescue SA rally. And Leona, the message is clear. Only a strong DA can rescue South Africa.
Nazli, we are just days away from this historic election. It is very clear that you cannot stay at home. We have to rescue South Africa. But right now, we are joined by the DA's Chief Whip in Parliament, Siviwe Kwahube. We are also joined by the DA KZN Premier Candidate, Chris Pappas, as well as Dr. Annalilo Treat, the DA's Deputy Chief Whip in Parliament. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
How is everybody feeling? Elections are just days away. I'm excited. I'm nervous. How are you feeling, Annalilo?
Amazing. I've never felt like this in my whole life.
Absolutely.
I mean, you just have to be here to see what's happening. And this is what's happening all over the country with the DA. Every province, every community, this is the vibe. And I'm really excited. 2 days, that's all it is. 2 days.
2 days. Absolutely. I think I'm very, very excited. But it's also so good to congregate with Democrats. We've worked really hard. It's been a long election campaign. And being with everybody today to be able to celebrate the work that we've done, but also to land our offer to South Africans one last time and to say to them, in 2 days' time, you get to make that crucial decision. So I'm excited, and I hope everybody can enjoy the show. The lineup is apparently incredible.
It's incredible.
I'm told Oscar, but not Oscar Mabuyana is here. The other Oscar, but not Oscar. So I'm told he's here too, so yeah.
Siviwe, I just want to stay with you. The DA has been saying we can rescue South Africa. Is it possible?
Absolutely. I think in as much as so many things have already gone wrong in South Africa, there's nothing about South Africa that we cannot fix. But what we do need is a strong government in place that's going to put the needs of the people at the center of everything that it does, that's going to be accountable to the people, and that's going to get the basics right. You look at somebody like Chris and what they were able to achieve in their municipality. They came into a rotten municipality and they did the basics. They started delivering to people. They started cleaning out the rot in the municipality. And now that municipality, a small town in the middle of KZN, is basically the shining beacon of hope. And we are able to reference that town to say to the people of KZN, if we could do it here, we can do it in the rest of the province.
Absolutely. Talking about KZN, just a week ago or so, we had 10,000 people at the KZN rally, one of the biggest rallies hosted in KZN. Does this mean that KZN is ready for a new government?
Absolutely. I know the DA gets labeled a lot of things. And when you come to KZN and you see the amount of energy, when you see people from the most rural areas, 7 hours from the biggest town, and people came together there with one thing, and that was hope. Hope that in the next few days we can change the situation of many people. So it was a historic moment for us to bring so many people together to celebrate our democracy, to celebrate what so many people fought for, and that was our ability to choose a government and not to continue to be abused by the people in power. And it was amazing. You were there. It was amazing. The energy.
It was an absolute vibe, and yeah, it was a party. It was a party.
I had the best time, and I absolutely loved your speech and yours, Chris.
It reminded me of my varsity days. I was
I don't think people understand. Every day this week in a different province, we have masses. It's not one event, it's every day. The smallest towns, but we have full capacity.
And that's incredible. That speaks to the strength and the might of the DA.
Exactly.
So, Siviwe, the DA says a strong DA can rescue South Africa. But what does this mean?
What it means is that we are urging people to get behind the DA in this election. By getting behind the DA, we're not asking you to pledge a lifetime of allegiance to the DA. What we're asking you to do is to lend us your vote for 5 years. So similarly to how people lent us their vote in the Western Cape, in Kucha, in Mgeni, in Midval here in Gauteng, we're saying lend us your vote for 5 years. Because ultimately the relationship between a government and a citizen is as a transactional one. You vote for me, I perform a function for you. It's not one of blind loyalty. So when we say a strong DA to rescue South Africa, we're saying lend us your vote. And what we will then do with that vote is make sure that we improve your life, that your communities are safer, that you've got clean water in your taps, that you've got electricity. And you can then every 5 years renew that contract with us. If we're doing well, you can make sure that you give us that mandate again. And that's what we mean.
Yeah, 100%.
I just want to bring you in here. We are saying that a strong DA can rescue Parliament. What does the majority for the DA in Parliament, what would that mean?
You know, Nazi knows, Siviwe knows, our Parliament has been hollowed out. It's a rubber stamp for the ANC, nothing more. If we in government, we will have a Parliament that works for the people. There will be accountability. We will have proper accountability to the President, the leader of government business, in our committees. If we have other parties as chairpersons, it won't just be this ANC study group. So I think there will be a vast difference of services being delivered, the proper legislation being passed, real interrogation of the real issues. So I'm excited for a Parliament that's really going to work for the first time in 30 years.
Absolutely, absolutely. Chris, I want to bring you in. You were elected the mayor of Umgeni not so long ago. Can you just tell us, what did you and your team do to rescue Umgeni?
So one of the things that we always talk about as the DA is building a capable and ethical state. That's really premised on getting rid of this terrible system of cadre deployment. It's getting rid of these systems of nepotism and patronage within the system. And that is a crucial starting point. And that is, we have a broken government. And that was the first thing that we did when we got into government, was to get rid of cadre deployment, employ capable people to deliver for all people. Remove this thing that you must be politically affiliated to see development or to see help from government. That was a crucial part of what we did. And it's difficult. It is difficult. And the longer we go without breaking the system that's in place, the more difficult it is to turn around. I think that's what Siviwe was saying, is that we have an opportunity to rescue South Africa. In other words, let's not continue going backwards. We can move forward, but we have to rescue what is left and start to rebuild our communities, our cities, our towns, our countries, and our provinces.
Annalie, there are people who don't believe that their vote can make a difference. What would your message be to those people?
I actually want to look at the camera, and say, your vote counts. Every vote counts. We had more people not voting in previous elections than the government. So your vote adds to all the others, and it's that vote that will make the difference. I mean, we've had examples. Chris, again,
42 votes. One Umgeni. 42 votes, one Umgeni. So don't let people tell you that your vote doesn't matter. It absolutely is critical. It can be the difference between years of load shedding and essentially energy security, years of service delivery breakdown, or good, thriving towns. That's the difference of your vote.
5 years is a long time to keep going back.
Absolutely.
Too long.
It's too long.
And
So
I also want to say, everyone that votes must bring one along.
Yes.
There we
one
go.
plus one.
What is it? One
plus one is win.
There we go.
Now, Annalie, we're going to get 3 ballots. Can you just give us a brief on the 3 ballots?
Okay. Right. We have 3 ballots. Both are equally important. And the way to explain it, 2 of those votes will be for Parliament. So it will be 200 seats and 200 seats. On the one ballot, you elect 200 members, and on the other ballot also. But the second ballot will have parties and independents. Sorry, the other one, only national parties. And then we have our provincial ballot, which is parties and independents. But every voter vote on all 3 ballots. The same.
Yes. Ballot 1, DA. Ballot 2, DA. Ballot 3, DA.
There you go. If you have any voting related questions or queries, please feel free to call the DA's election hotline on 021 020 0901 or send us a WhatsApp message on 073 375 1133 or drop us a DM on any of our social media platforms, because every single vote counts. I just want to say thank you so much to the panel. If you have any last words you want to give, please, now is your chance. Chris?
Sure. So to everyone in South Africa, and especially those in KZN, you hire and you fire with your vote. If you do not like what is happening in your country and in your province, then fire the government that is in place. But if you want to see something better, if you want hope, if you want to see something better in the future, then hire a new government. Lend us your vote as the DA, and I promise you, you will see a difference. I promise you that in the next 5 years, we can restore hope and we can turn things around. Because the DA is on a mission to rescue our country and to rescue our provinces.
I just want to remind everybody how hard fought this freedom that we have has been. Remember, many died for us to be able to cast our vote, and let's never take it for granted. It's not just an accident of saying other people will be involved in politics. Every single part of your life is affected by politics. Where you go to school, where you live, how you live, it's all affected by politics. And so I ask you and I urge you, all 27 million of us that are registered, let's turn out and show a government that no longer works for us that we are more powerful than the government itself with our votes.
Absolutely. Annelie?
It's your chance. Take it. We can change this country, but it's in your hands. Go out, vote, and vote DA.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Best of luck for the next couple of days. I'm very excited and I'm very nervous. I imagine you're feeling the same. But let's cross over to our man on the ground and let's see what Kwena is up to.
South Africa has the potential to be a great nation. But it breaks my heart hearing from so many people who are struggling to feed their families. People are tired of corruption, tired of load shedding, tired of empty promises. But it doesn't have to be this way. The Democratic Alliance is on a mission to rescue South Africa. Where the DA already governs, life is better. And that is why millions of people are moving to DA governments. Every day, we are working harder to do more. For the first time in 30 years, united as the multi-party charter for South Africa, we have a real chance to bring in a new national government that works. A strong Democratic Alliance will anchor a new government that can rescue South Africa. But we need every single South African to unite and join the rescue mission.
A strong DA can rescue South Africa. Vote DA.
And supporters here, but more are on the way. Now, the DA is a party with a national footprint. We are present in every ward across across the country. And that's why I am now joined by our DA provincial leader in Mpumalanga, Jane Sitole, as well as Ian Cameron, one of our Member of Parliament candidates straight out of civil society. Ian, Jane, how does it feel being here today?
It's absolutely electric to be here today. It's such a pleasure. It gives me so much hope to see the amount of people relying and pushing for the DA to win.
Jane, how are you feeling being here with tens of thousands of DA activists here in Gauteng?
Oh my God, it feels so fantastic to be here today. The atmosphere is electrifying. South Africans are realizing a new dawn is really about to emerge on the 29th of May, and they are very, very excited to usher in a new government, and we are excited to be here today.
Jane, you've been campaigning across Mpumalanga from corner to corner. How have people been receiving the DA?
Yeah, on the ground, Kwena, people are excited. A possibility is now real to usher in a new government, and South Africans are realizing from community to community, house to house, door to door, everywhere where we have been, people are saying, we want to hear what the DA has got to say. We want to hear the DA's offer, and that has given so many hope, because they see now a possibility of a new government on the 29th of May, a government that will rescue South Africa, a government that will rescue Mpumalanga, and a government that will put you first, and that has been the highlight of this campaign.
Now, Ian, when you stood up to crime, Minister Lloyd Cele told you to shut up. Clearly you haven't.
I love it how you call him the crime minister. So Minister Cele definitely will never ever shut up, and it's such a pleasure to be with so many people who have said that we will never ever be silenced. And on Wednesday, you have the opportunity to not only not be silenced, but to build a new future, and we really can rescue South Africa.
Now, it's not possible for one political party to deal with everything. Why is it important for the DA to partner with various stakeholders when on our mission to rescue South Africa?
So specifically in terms of civil society, it's absolutely crucial, it's vital for the DA to have a whole of society approach, which they have already started doing all over South Africa. And I've seen from my experience in civil society how we can marry the two. And at the end of the day, that's how you make real ground level impact.
Now, Jane, you know, what would your message be to people of Mpumalanga who feel they might never have a DA government?
For everyone that has been waiting for change, change can only come if you go out on the 29th and vote DA. It is possible. We have seen a real possibility of a new government that can change Mpumalanga, that can make sure that the youth in Mpumalanga find employment. Old people that have been put out of work are back at work, and they can put food on the table. I think Mpumalanga has got a huge, huge potential. It has been let down by the ANC-led government. And if they usher in a new government on the 29th of May, that government will put Mpumalanga first, that government will put them first, and that government will put South Africa first. Let's go out on the 29th of May and elect a government that will rescue our country.
Ian, what is your message for the people of South Africa in the run-up to this crucial election on the 29th of May?
So, to me, obviously, I focus on crime a lot, and I think the major thing to me is it doesn't have to be the way that it is now. It really can change, and with the DA, we can change the future of this country. Everything we've spoken about, campaigned about, etc., are all solutions that have worked in places like the Western Cape. Let's do it nationally. Make sure you vote DA on Wednesday.
Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you so much, Jane. You heard it here. People of South Africa are tired of the ANC's poor governance and mismanagement. We need to elect a new government on the 29th of May with a proven track record of good governance, but we can only do that if you come out to vote. Let's bring the DA difference to every province, to every municipality and every community. South Africa, the power is in your hands. I'm going to continue being here with all of these beautiful people, enjoying the vibe. For now, back to you in the studio.
Said I remember
when I'm gone, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Sing it. No woman, no cry. No, no woman, no woman, no cry. Let me hear you guys. No woman, no cry. No, no woman, no woman, no cry. Take it away, Bruce. Okay, you guys know this one as well. It goes like this. Girl, I wanna make you sweat. Sweat that you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, 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 long. Let me hear you guys. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, long, long. Louder. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, long. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, long.
DA Leader John Steenhuisen. What qualifies the DA to run the country?
Firstly, we do not tolerate corruption. And where the DA governs, life is better. And that is why millions of South Africans are moving to DA governments. We still have much more to do. But in the past year, the Western Cape created over 300,000 new jobs and is working every day to become load shedding free. We can bring this DA difference to the rest of South Africa, but only if you vote for the DA.
Everybody at home, remember to like and share this broadcast with everybody you know. Send it to all of your WhatsApp groups and help us trend using the hashtag RescueSARally and hashtag VoteDA.
Well, right now we are joined by the DA's national spokesperson, Solly Malati, the DA's Shadow Minister of Social Development, Bridget Masango, as well as Matt Cuthbert, the DA's Head of Policy. Welcome, everyone.
How is everybody feeling? Because I know I'm super excited. Solly, how are you feeling?
I mean, it's very exciting to be able to pull off events of this magnitude. And it's a combination of a celebration, but also to get our final marching orders for the next few days so that we get out each and every DA voter to vote. So the performances have been really great, but it's also been heartwarming to see that consistently in this election, wherever we went and had an event, it's been packed, and even the crowds, they've been diverse.
Bridget, how are you feeling today?
I feel so excited. One can see that all the work that has been done by our activists, by our public representatives, by some ordinary South Africans is culminating to this amazing situation. And one can tell now that we're inching closer to when people must come together with us to actually, rescue South Africa.
Yes, absolutely. Matt, how are you feeling today?
Very excited about this morning, this afternoon. I think this is a real show of strength for us, and our key message going into this last week is only a strong DA can rescue South Africa, and I think this exemplifies what a strong DA looks like. We've had months and months of campaigning, putting our offer out to voters, and it's now the final push, and it's up to voters to look at this rally today and say the DA is the party they want to come out and vote for.
I want to stay with you. You are the head of policy of the party, and you had a very strong hand in shaping the DA's manifesto. Can you tell us what is the DA's plan for South Africans?
So our key plan is to rescue South Africa, and we've got 7 apex priorities which we focus on. Creating 2 million jobs, making sure that we end load shedding and water shedding,
making sure that we halve the rates of violent crime, making sure that we crush corruption and outlaw cadre deployment, making sure that we enable people to lift themselves out of poverty and close the inequality gap, making sure that we get more learners reading, writing and counting, and ultimately, in the context of NHI, making sure that everybody has equal access to healthcare regardless of their socioeconomic background.
Yeah. Now, we want to get 2 million people into jobs. Charlie, how are we going to do that?
One of the key proposals from the manifesto is the introduction of the Youth Empowerment Opportunity Certificate. And what that seeks to do, is to empower people, young people from 18 to 35 to be exempt from the minimum wage, which in our view is an obstacle to getting people at least empowered with the opportunity to be able to get a job. But linked to that is also the removal of legislation that inhibits employers from being able to employ young people. And that is the key driver towards creating more people into jobs.
Mama Sangu, we say in our manifesto that we can lift 6 million people out of poverty. How can we do that?
Well, Liolo, let's just start where we are saying South Africa comes from a very, very unequal history. And so government came up with, the ANC government came up with a broad-based black economic empowerment that was meant to actually, close that gap of inequality. But it did the opposite. More people are unemployed in South Africa, more people are poor in South Africa. So it does mean that all this that has been done has just lifted the standard of living of very few people. So the DA, because we have solutions for these things, we have researched them, we have costed them. We are saying that through our economic justice policy, we will lift people out of extreme poverty to where they have dignity because they have jobs. We are saying that people, when they have jobs, they are able to live lives with dignity, they are able to feed their families, and we are saying our policies are going to be able to do that.
Now, Mama, there's a huge lie that's being peddled, right, about social grants. They're saying, the ANC says, we want to take away social grants. Is that true? What's the story with that?
It couldn't be more far from the truth. I know this lie has been peddled for many, many years, at least for as long as I've been in Parliament. But we are actually saying, with the ANC government, grants are not protected. Because they've looted everything. The only thing they haven't been able to get their greasy hands on are the grants. But the ANC is lying to people, saying that if they are no longer in power, they won't get grants. There will not be grants to get if the ANC stays in power. But the DA has a solution for that. We are saying that at least we have a flow, an economic flow. We are saying nobody should be behind that flow. And how are we going to do that? We will increase the list of the grants, which is your child support grant, from 510 Rand at the moment to 760 Rand. We are saying that would at least, give people more monetary power to buy food with the cost of living being so high. And we are saying there are children who reach 18, but they are still at school. We are saying we'll extend the child support grant until those children have passed their matric and then they are in work environment and so on and so forth. But also, among other solutions that we have, we are saying the mothers need to have a grant while their babies are still in their womb, because they need to develop in a way that is nutritious, so that children are born, in a way that they can develop themselves. Because we all know that the first 1,000 days of a child's baby's life is very important. So those are just some of the many solutions that we have. And the lie, it's just that it is a lie from the ANC.
If I can come in on that as well, Diolo. There was a study that was released by the University of Johannesburg just the other day, which showed that because the DA has come out so strongly in favour of grants, we're the only party that has costed our increase in the grant, and the only people who can be tangibly believed to actually implement that were we to come into government. Voters now don't think what the ANC has been manipulating them about, which is saying the DA will take away their grants. And I think we're in a good place in this country, but we need to realize that with 25% of people going hungry every night, if we don't protect the most vulnerable South Africans from extreme poverty, then we aren't a party with a conscience.
Now, the DA has zero tolerance against corruption. Matt, I'll start with you. What does the DA plan to do to root out corruption?
So what we want to do is bring back the Scorpions 2.0, which is an independent institution that is going to be able to fight corruption. Our Shadow Minister of the Criminal Justice System and Law and Order actually tabled a constitutional amendment just the other day to introduce what we call the Scorpions 2.0. And ultimately, if this is accountable to Parliament rather than the executive, then it means that the ruling party aren't able to simply disband it like they did with the Scorpions. And ultimately, you need an institution that will act with the kind of fervor that we need to root out the widespread corruption that we have in this country, and particularly in government, and ultimately show that regardless of who you may be, whether you're a senior politician or an ordinary citizen on the street, the law applies equally, and you will be held accountable if you practice acts of corruption.
Now, Shorty, a lot of South Africans don't feel safe in this country, and we say in the manifesto that we will halve violent crime in this country. How can we do that?
Yeah, look, I think there's a real recognition that all of us, we have either been victims of crime or we know people who have been victims of crime. So the DA's plan centers around what we call devolving policing powers to provinces and municipalities that, one, have the resources to be able to do that so that we can fight crime at a local level. But secondly, we are saying that linked to that, there is an opportunity to rely on more smart technology that we can use to identify crime hotspots that will then allow local law enforcement authorities to respond timeously. The other thing is we need to relook the model of compensation of the senior management in South African Police Service. When you look at the money that is being spent on major generals and lieutenants, that is highly exorbitant, and it is disproportional to the investment that is needed on the ground to make sure that we've got boots on the ground, that police stations have sufficient vehicles to be able to respond to calls for crime. But we are also saying we know that there are concerns about corruption in the South African Police Service, particularly at the senior management level. So we are proposing the introduction of lifestyle audits at that level, and that they are very regular, so that we can root out the corrupt elements in the police, so that ultimately any resources that go into police, they go towards helping the police to fight crime by training police, making sure they've got appropriate weapons, and making sure that they can respond in time to fight corruption. One of the things that make it difficult to have conviction rates is that detectives are overburdened by a lot of cases. There was research that was done that on average a South African detective has 80 dockets that they are dealing with. And that means that they cannot work on that very successfully to secure the convictions that we are needed. So that when you go to the police station, you've got the reassurance that you will get the help you need and ultimately get the convictions that are necessary to show criminals that we don't tolerate crime.
Yeah. Now, Matt, let's talk about fighting crime. We're not only saying these are solutions that fell from the sky. We've actually shown it works in the Western Cape. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. So under the Western Cape's Safety and Security Plan with the K9 unit, the LEAP program, we've managed to deploy an additional 1,300 officers and focus on those areas that are worst affected by crime. Places like Nyanga, places like Delft, which have historically been left out entirely by the SAPs because they don't focus on areas in the Western Cape because of political considerations and because there's not necessary resources that are allocated to the province. And I think that this particular initiative by the Western Cape provincial government has been an absolute game changer in trying to fight the scourge of crime. And ultimately, this feeds into our key offer, which Solly spoke to earlier, is that we need to devolve more powers to competent local and provincial governments so we can effectively fight crime at a localized level using localized solutions that suit the context in which we work.
You've already told us that the ANC is lying. We are not taking away social grants. But I think, Mampi, the most vulnerable people in our country remain the young kids, the children. What are we saying about children?
The children are the hardest hit by the corruption of the ANC, because the children are the ones that cannot speak for themselves. They are the ones that cannot go to find work. And the children are the ones that when whatever calamity happens, they are the hardest hit. And we are saying in our policy that children are going to receive the services that are enshrined in the constitution of this country, that the best interest of a child is paramount to everything that we do. And that is why we believe that all the poor and vulnerable people, such as your children, your older persons, people with disabilities, are the ones that must receive the services that are lacking at the moment in their lives.
Yep. Now we're going to have some first-time voters that's going to come for this election. They may not necessarily understand the voting process. And in your answer, tell us about the 3 ballots.
It's my favorite answer to give. I love it. It's very simple. We don't need to get into the technicalities. You're going to get 3 ballots. You're going to go there with your green ID book or your smart card, and you're going to make sure that when you get those 3 ballots, you identify the DA on all 3 of those ballots, and you go cross. On each 3, ballot 1, cross. Ballot 2, cross. Ballot 3, cross. You fold your ballots, you go to the box, you put it in the box. When you walk outside, you take a selfie, you say vote DA to rescue SA, and your job is done.
Yeah, for everybody at home, if you have any voting relation questions, if you don't understand anything, please feel free to contact the DA election hotline on 021-020-0901 or send us a WhatsApp message on 073-375-1133 or drop us a DM on any of our socials, and we'll definitely help you. Every single vote counts.
Well, before we let the panel go, I know there's someone watching this at home, whether they're in Limpopo, whether they're in Mpumalanga, whether they're here in Gauteng. I would like everyone to just tell me one crucial message to that person who's listening at home. What is your message to them before they vote on the 29th of May? Solly, we'll start with you.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to take South Africa back on the path of prosperity. And the only way that we can rescue South Africa is by voting the DA. We've got a credible plan, we've got the experience of governance, and this is the only time that the DA can rescue South Africa and lead it into a prosperous country.
I just want to talk, especially to that mother or that older person who has gone for 300 kilometers to a SASSA office to get the grant, only to find that there is no grant because of glitches of every kind. And I'm saying to that lady or to that child who's had to drop off from school because there is no grant for them to go to school, I'm saying to them, the 29th of May is your opportunity to partner with the DA so that all those solutions that we've been presenting all the years to the current government can be implemented and you remove from poverty into dignity. Please support us on the 29th of May.
I think the most important thing to realize is that we've got 2 options in this country. We have an ANC-EFF doomsday coalition that could come into power, or we have a DA-led multi-party charter that is going to be able to rescue this country and get it back on the right trajectory. And ultimately, we always wonder, well, how important is our individual vote? When Helen Zille was made the mayor in Cape Town in 2006, she won by 1 seat. When Chris Pappas became the mayor of Mgeni, he won by 43 votes. And this is why it's so crucial that you come out and vote on the 29th of May, so that we get behind a strong DA, so we're able to rescue South Africa and ultimately move towards a place of prosperity where everybody in this country can enjoy the rights that are enshrined in this constitution.
Yeah. Thank you so much to the panel for such an interesting conversation. South Africa, the DA does not only talk about solutions, we have the solutions. And to find out more about these solutions, please go to rescuesa.da.org.za. We haven't spoken to Kwena in a while. Luyolo, let's see what Kwena is up to. Over to you.
The next 2 days is not about politics or about politicians. The next 2 days are about the people of South Africa, because our country does not have a second to waste. Now it is time for leaders gathered here today to put aside differences of the past and focus firmly on the future. When I first announced the DA's commitment to a project like this, there were very, very many naysayers who said that this group of parties could never even reach the point of sitting around the same table. And yet, here we all are today, signing a historic and unprecedented agreement to rescue South Africa. What we've done today is to lay the foundations of a new majority in South Africa and usher in a new government that puts people ahead of politicians. Today, without any doubt, I can say that this agreement has brought hope back to South Africa. There are 27 million people in this country who did not vote in the last election. Your country needs you now, your people need you now, and this charter needs you like never before. So I'm now calling on every South African, wherever you may be, in whatever corner of this beautiful country you are, that we need your help to rescue South Africa.
Of Tshwane. He's the man who's been all over this province. He's been up in Hammanskraal. He's been down to Midvaal. He's been in Ekurhuleni. He's been in the West Rand. He's been all over Johannesburg. This is the man who's going to lead the team to rescue the province of Gauteng. He is our provincial leader, and he is the premier candidate that after the 29th of May, we're all going to say, our premier Sole Msimanga!
Niyawabona la masela seya tata sela. Aseya tata sela. Aseya tata sela. Mabaphume amasela mabaphume. Magaphume amasela magaphume. Ngena tiye ngena. Ngena tiye ngena. Batho ba Gauteng dumela. Sanibonani Mzansi Afrika omuhle. Amsheni Afrika Dzonga. Molweni nina Afrika mahle. Except for yela kuwe more. En ons selfs baie nie. Ons weet mense wat baie is. Democrats, I have crisscrossed this province of ours, and I have seen firsthand what this government has really done to our people. I've met people who have lost hope, people who are saying that we have put our trust in a government that has failed us. Today marks a culmination of our preparation for the national and provincial elections of the 29th of May, now in 2024. As the premier candidate for Gauteng, I have traveled all the regions. I have seen firsthand in Hammanskraal what is happening. I have been to Tukom's Rest. I have been all the way to Motlakeng. I have been all the way to Dobsonville. I have been to Luna Kotsakani in the East Rand. I have been every single place that is there. And the people are saying to me one thing: we want change. The people are saying we have given up on this government that has really failed us. We have children now that don't even know what freedom is, but they are told ukuthi banayo freedom. I want to say it's not yet Uhuru, but we will bring Uhuru on the 29th of May. There have been people who've been saying, Simanga, you know, we feel ukuthi it was bad under the apartheid government. I said it was not. It is actually now having just gotten worse from bad. We just need to change this province. We need to change this country. And it starts with removing Amasela out of government and getting a government in place that will serve you, that will put you first. We will get a government that will get the infrastructure right, that will get the safety right, that will get the jobs right, but more importantly, that will make sure that you have your dignity. Because when you have a job, when you have a place to live in, you have dignity. Democrats, we are saying that the time is now. We cannot be exhausted. When we leave this place, we are going to then say, ukuhlala ekhaya, ukuhlala uthi wena uzophuma kuyafana, vele kuzofana. Mangaphumi vele kuzofana. And things are just going to get worse. We heard the lies of somebody telling the people of South Africa that he's going to create millions of more jobs, saying that he's going to move from the 370 to the 750. You failed to deliver in the first instance. You failed to deliver when you were deputy president and president. How are you going to deliver right now? Democrats, let us not lose hope and let us not lose focus. I am more determined than I have ever been to make sure that we rescue South Africa. But the rescuing of South Africa starts in rescuing Gauteng. Because when Gauteng beats, the whole of South Africa gets to beat. When Gauteng works, the whole of South Africa gets to work. When Gauteng is actually working, the whole of Africa can claim its spot in the world and saying, we are a continent that is formidable, a continent that can really show the rest of the world that siyakwazi kuyenza nathi, we can do it. Abanye bathi no, black people stand this side, white people stand that side, colored people this side, Indian people this side. We said no, we are building one South Africa that is united in its diversity. When others are saying the jobs are only for these people, can't carry members, we say no, create jobs, because when you give everybody dignity, South Africans will get dignity. While others are saying no, let's buy more vehicles for amapatrollers, Tina, we're saying no, let's get more police employed so that you and me can be saved. When others are saying, no, let's give our ministers more cars, they say, no, let's build schools in 69 days and give schools to the people so that our learners can have a dignity of life. Democrats, the choice is very much simple. Come the 29th of May, you either going to continue to struggle or you're going to make that change. And that change starts with the blue machine. That change becomes when you get others to come out in their numbers and vote for the Democratic Alliance to make sure that we rescue Gauteng, we rescue South Africa, we rescue all 9 provinces, because we cannot afford another 5 years of Amasela. They must vacate, they must leave. And we are here to then say, dictators, time is now gone. You, Ndate Ramaphosa, you, Ndate Lesufi, you must vacate. You have stolen enough. You have stolen the dreams of the South African people. You have burned this country. But we are here to resuscitate that dream of 1994. We are here to make sure that come again the 29th of May and afterwards, the dream of 1994 will become a reality for so many that have lost hope. Join me, Democrats, as we say today is the day that we turn it around. Join me in saying when we leave here, we are going to get as many people to come out and vote for the Democratic Alliance. Join me in saying we are going to start reinstalling hope and pride in our people. Join me in saying whether you are black or you are white, you will get the quality of life that you deserve. Join me in saying we are not going to allow those that want to divide us. Join me in saying we will unite to bring a South Africa that we all can belong in, that we all can be proud of, and we can gladly one day give to our children. Amandla! Amandla! Are you ready, Democrats? Ngithi niyababona la masela seyatatazela. Aseyatatazela. Aseyatatazela. Nyabo.
Viva Solim Simanga, viva!
Viva!
Democrats, make some noise for Solim Simanga!
Hey, Soli, hey!
Yeah,
Soli, hey!
This election, you will get 3 ballots: national, regional, and provincial. On the national ballot, vote for the DA to govern the country and turn things around. On the regional ballot, vote for the DA to represent your best regional and local interests in the National Assembly. On the provincial ballot, vote for the DA who has a proven track record in government to lead your province. On 29 May 2024, vote DA on all 3 ballots. A strong DA can rescue South Africa.
Democrats, on now to the stage is going to be the man who makes it very easy for us to love him. He's an Idols megastar, a South African superstar. He's the one, the only, the artist who sang our campaign anthem. He's going to stage now to make it easier and easier and easier for us to know who has to go on and what we have to do. Give it up for Lloyd Cele.
Assemble, hey!
Wave your flags proudly in the air! Wave it up, left to the right! Yes! Are you ready to rescue South Africa? I wrote this song proudly because we are going to rescue South Africa. We're going to sing it together. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's do it. Rescue South Africa. Rescue South Africa. Viva We're gonna rescue South Africa. Let's sing it together. Rescue South Africa. What's that? Hey! Rescue South Africa. Viva! Viva Zanziwetu. We're gonna rescue South Africa. Together we stand united through the struggles of transform. Freedom for our nation. Oh, go on together. Imagine peace for all our people. Better days for us all. Better for every home. The dream remains for you and me. Rescue South Africa. What's up? What's up? Rescue South Africa. Oh, viva, viva.
Flags in the air. We're gonna rescue. Hey, I'm proud, I'm South African. On mountain tops, we stand bold. See the beauty in every voice. We will go, 'cause we love our land. Rescue South Africa. Viva Mzansi, yeah. Oh, we gotta rescue South Africa. Rescue South Africa. Rescue South Africa. Rescue South Africa. Viva Mzansi, yeah. Oh, we gotta rescue South Africa. Everybody sing, Viva! Viva Mzansi, we gotta rescue South Africa. Halala, dear, halala! Halala.
To me, James Self is not only a mentor, not only an excellent friend, but James Self is one of my heroes. James has been a beacon of hope for a better day in South Africa. There's not a single South African that has not been touched by the work of James Self. Whether it's the fact that we live in a constitutional democracy today, whether it's the fact that we have the rule of law established as one of our key principles, and whether every time that's come up to be threatened, James Self has been on the forefront of defending those frontiers of freedom in South Africa. We as South Africans owe James Self a huge debt of gratitude. And I've no doubt, James, that when we make it into the union buildings in this next election in 2024, it will be by no small measure because of the work of people like you. And I want to say today, thank you for your service. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your contribution to South Africa and our party. But most importantly, thank you for your friendship.
Now, I get
exactly. So onto the stage with us now is the one and only, the legendary Big Zulu.
abekho ready yazi. Yeah, ngazamakhala mangijabula, banyana abantwana babemfuna, senkuya konza blame imvula, neso siyakonza ngimvula, senkangathi ngiphatha amamiliyoni. Kala ngihamba ngadla ngesipiliyoni. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Senkangathi ngiphatha amamiliyoni. Yeah. Kala ngihamba ngadla ngesipiliyoni.
Sanibonani. Naphila wadwa. Naphila wadwa. Asiye mfowethu. Ngithole phone.
Gabi Records.
Yeah. Ngithi ngiyafona darling. Awutholakali. Umlungu wathi awutholakali darling. Ngikale palini ma. Ngithi ngiyafona darling. Yeah. Oh, umlungu wathi awutholakali darling. Ngikale palini ma. Sengizokhuluma na voicemail. Sengizokhuluma na voicemail. Angitholi. Sengizokhuluma na voicemail. Angitholi. Sengizokhuluma na voicemail. Ngikhale balini, dali wami voicemail. Ubani lo mlungu ophendulayo my babe. Indaba yakho yokuhamba ebusuku ngayimeli. Ngicela indlela mangabe uthando lwami hawuneli. Yelele mthana mangabe lento yakho ayiveli. Sithando sami dali wamdlala ngalela. Singene khona thetha amacala noma ngamela. Ngikujabulisa mangabe uneme ngcono ungitshela. Ma-take away nanka amabhodwe kapheki. Ngithi ngiyafona dali. Umlungu wathi awutholakali dali. Phakamisa isandla kanje. Phakamisa isandla. Sengizokhuluma na voicemail. Angitholi. Sengizokhuluma na voicemail. Angitholi. Sengizokhuluma na voicemail. Angitholi. Sengizokhuluma na Nisa righty. Ayayati ayayay. Asambe forjo.
Aye. Awela ufuna ungoma. Awufuna ungoma. Ayasibangene siyayona. Awude uleso njawa. Ude uleso njawa. Kamula la makuma la matafa mina ufuna ungoma. Kamula la makuma la matafa mina ufuna ungoma. Aye, ngizamile msenya ngashona wanongoma ufuna ungoma. Ngijikile nganja kamdabu yalingana ufuna ungoma. Senge ulande Zimbabwe lomuthi mntano umuntu asibona uzophunyula. Senge ulande Zimbabwe lomuthi mntano umuntu asibona uzophunyula. Shona kwabulawayo themba lami asibona uzophunyula. Shona kwabulawayo themba lami angibona uzophunyula. Yazi wangibheka Pelela magama, yazi mangibheka kalomo. Pelela magama, yoko ngithathu lumntana umuntu. Ngijahana nawe, yoko ngithathu lumntana umuntu. Ngijahana nawe, kade ngicela uqobi, utangisa magama. Kade ngicela uqobi, utangisa magama. Mano Zimbabwe kyolanda lendano. Awufuna ungoma, noma ngibheke eMalawi kyolanda lendano. awufuna ungquma ngisabile emsinga ngashona wanongoma awufuna ungquma ngithekele ngahanda umhlabu yalingana awufuna ungquma nithi sengiyolanda eZimbabwe lomuntu ngidala uzophunyula ithini sengiyolanda eZimbabwe lomuntu thanomonda sibona uzophunyula shona wabulawayo tebalami asibona uzophunyula shona wabula nivela miflani yangibona uzophunyula Mr. Right sonke siwaphethe amaflag sonke siwaphethe
It's really quite emotional to be here today and to see what we've been able to achieve. When I first visited the site, it was essentially rubble, a house that had fallen literally on top of the family that were living here. And I made a promise then, because there was such a terrible circumstance, that we would fix it. Well, not only have we fixed it, we've built a whole new house. And it fills me with immense pride to see what the DA's been able to achieve. A promise kept to the people in this community. I'm immensely proud of the party, and I'm immensely proud of this community who've rallied around this family. I'm proud of the donors who assisted with funds so we could give this family back their dignity. There's so much to be hopeless about in South Africa, but days like today fill me with enormous hope that we truly can change this country, that we can move forward together, and that we can make South Africa the wonderful place we all know it can be.
Oh, Jalo, uzambona Jalo, uzambona, oh Jalo, oh Jalo, ungabula shasha zoglo, ubiti sele jombe chapusi, buka na manishiri, aikuwa na bande, kini kutumba mazo amana bande. I pray in love of Panamaki. The book is between the trust of my son. When I get is like I am over. Pelas paramisi Santa Zopini. Pelas paramisi Santa Zopini. Pelas paramisi Santa Zopini. Gauteng. Sikala ngapha. Uzongibona njalo.
The vibe here is absolutely amazing. Big Zulu is on the stage and the crowd is pumping. But it's important to remember that this election is about survival. And we need to vote for a party that has a history and track record of creating jobs and good governance. That's why I'm joined by two gentlemen that are doing exactly that. The Premier of the Western Cape, Alan Wendy, as well as the Mayor of Midwell, Peter Texera. Alan, welcome to Gauteng. How does it feel being here today with this amazing crowd?
It is unbelievable. It's so electric.
I mean, Gauteng is ready. If ever there was, Gauteng is ready.
Yeah, no, we definitely are. Peter, how does it feel being here in Gauteng with this amazing crowd?
The atmosphere is electric. There's thousands of South Africans that are here today to listen to the message of hope that the DA is going to be delivering here today. Viva DA!
Viva DA! Viva! Now, Peter, you've got in Midvaal a significantly lower unemployment rate than anywhere else in Gauteng. How are you doing it?
That's because we've created an investor-friendly environment where businesses are coming to invest, because businesses come and invest in a performing government that delivers services. So good governance attracts investment, and in return that creates jobs for our people. This is why we have one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country, which is at 17.5%, and we are looking at reducing those numbers even lower.
That's it, we're creating jobs in Midvaal, but we're also creating jobs in the Western Cape, the province with the most jobs created in South Africa. How are you doing it?
So in the last 5 years, I mean, it's 8 jobs out of every 10 brand new jobs in the last 5 years. That's just unbelievable. And it's about creating an enabling environment. You've got to cut red tape. You've got to have certain projects like airlift. You bring in more direct flights into the region. You've got to look at your strengths, and you've got to enable those strengths. So that is about saying, you know, what are they? They're agri-processing, they're the tech jobs, and attracting investment. As Peter said, create a good, stable government, investment comes, jobs are created.
Alan, what is your final message for the Western Cape residents watching at home in the run-up to this crucial election?
So, of course, let's not lose the Western Cape. Every single vote's going to count in this election. Let's make sure that we win the Western Cape well, and let's all play our part in rescuing South Africa. Every single vote is going to count on the 29th. Get out there and vote.
Peter, your final message to the residents of Gauteng as we go to the polls on Wednesday.
Yeah, I want to encourage all residents of Gauteng, of South Africa, to come out on the 29th of May. Go speak to your neighbors, speak to family members, everybody to come out and vote for the DA, because the DA is the only government that delivers, and it's the only government with a proven track record. Whether you are in the Western Cape or you are in Midvaal, we deliver services for our people.
There you have it, the municipality in Gauteng with the lowest unemployment rate and the province with the most jobs created in South Africa. That is the DA difference, and we can bring it to every province, every municipality and every community, but only if you vote for it. Guys, it is an absolute vibe on the ground here, so we're going to take you to the stage with Big Zulu crossing over, but don't go anywhere.
South Africa has the potential to be a great nation. But it breaks my heart hearing from so many people who are struggling to feed their families. People are tired of corruption, tired of load shedding, tired of empty promises. But it doesn't have to be this way. The Democratic Alliance is on a mission to rescue South Africa. Where the DA already governs, life is better. And that is why millions of people are moving to DA governance. Every day, we are working harder to do more. For the first time in 30 years, united as the multi-party charter for South Africa, we have a real chance to bring in a new national government that works. A strong Democratic Alliance will anchor a new government that can rescue South Africa. But we need every single South African to unite and join the rescue mission.
A strong DA can rescue South Africa. Vote DA.
Oh, mama, sweet malabo. Oh, how come you been in a oh, hey, guy, over your child, oh, how come you been in a oh, hey, guy, over your child, oh, how come you been in oh, hey, guy, over your tabula, Oh, how come you been in me and oh, heck, I have your trouble of my way. Ow, it's so no. When I can also make a kiki. Ow, yeah. I can open my coachable in a pity. Ow, yeah. What to Bob? What I want to want to tell me in your titties. Oh, my dog, how come? What's about that? You're from Beleka, you singing. Ah, yeah. It comes when it's fine. In a calling, Alutwala. Get your boots and Elika. However, go your car and Tina. Yazi, Sululiana Lemaka. How the was I getting when it's hard. Don't be laughing. How it comes again when it's hard. Ah, window. Oh, heck, I have your trouble on my way. Oh, come to me in the middle. Oh, heck, I have your trouble on my way. Oh, come to me in the Ay, siyabonga kakhulu. Siyabonga kakhulu. Nginifisela injabulo, nginifisela uthando, nginifisela impumelelo. Bonke abantwana basesekolweni baphase, bonke abazali abasafisa ukuthola umsebenzi bawuthole. Ayizoni kabi. Siyabonga kakhulu Shwena.
Shwena Kabi. Big Zulu, we wanna party.
That was fun, eh? Mamela, we told you that today is going to be lit. So after the fire we just gave you now with Big Zulu, we're not done. Do you remember our roadmap? After this, we still have Oscar Mbo, you guys. So it's gonna be great. But Democrats, the person I'm going to introduce now on stage leads the most dynamic team of whips. Whips who are responsible for the best caucus in the land. I want to say, Democrats, that this person is not only young, she's not only a woman, but she definitely is a DA activist like each and every one of us here today. So I want to welcome onto the stage the Chief Whip of the Democratic Alliance in Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Wushe Saviwe Kwahube.
it's so good to be with you today. We are exactly 3 days away from the election of our lives, where we will vote for a new government. Are you ready for a DA government? Are you ready for inkonzo eziya ebantwini? Are you ready for clean water in your taps? Are you ready for electricity in your homes? Bantu abasha, are you ready for real jobs? Then Democrats and South Africans at home, the choice on Wednesday that you have to make is a clear one. We are voting for the DA on all 3 ballots. Ballot 1, DA. Ballot 2, DA. Ballot 3, and so, kabantu basemzansi Democrats bafanelwe ngurhulumente omtsha, urhulumente ozabanakekela. And there is only one party that has a proven track record over the years that can do that. And that party is your party. That party is our party. That party is my party. That's your party. That's the Democratic Alliance. Democrats, we've been saying to South Africans, we want to rescue this beautiful country of ours. But we must ask the question, why does it need rescuing? It needs rescuing because we have an ANC government that has overstayed its welcome and has been in power for 30 years. They think imali yabantu imali yabo. Bayitya kunye nabangani babo. Inako yahuisa magodu kotronkong. Mawapuma masela mawapume. Mawapuma masela mawapume. Lo rhulumente Democrats ukhohlakele. Utya imali abantu besifa yindlala. Bantu babulawa kitlala. Batho babatla misebetsi. Misebetsi efang batho siriti. Umama wase-Butterworth in the Eastern Cape resorted to killing herself and her 3 children because of hunger. She's not the only one, and she certainly will not be the last one under this current government. 30 million South Africans are living in poverty. Children are dying of hunger. Okanye bayakhubazeka, malnutrition. It is a crime that in 2024, there are children who are dying of hunger or drowning in pit toilets at their schools. Democrats, as young people, we are angry. Young people must be angry. 7 out of 10 young people are without work. Even in this stadium today, for every 10 young people, 7 of you are likely unemployed. Young people are standing in street corners with degrees in their hand and they cannot find a job. Siyayazi ukuba umsebenzi uzisa isithunzi, uzisa isidima. Young women are often forced to sleep with a counselor, the ANC, just to get an EPWP job. This is criminal, Democrats. How could they prey on young people who are desperate for a job? It is clear for anyone to see that the ANC no longer cares about poor black people. Bangohlohle sabo. But Democrats, I've got good news. I am here to tell you it does not have to be this way. Genoeg is genoeg. Kwanele. Ngena die ngena. Ngena die ngena. Ndifuna ukuthi kumuntu omtsha wase Alexandra ohleliyo engaphangeli, ndifuna ukuthi kuwe olu uncedo luyeza nakuwe. The DA will make sure that young people are employed regardless of where you come from. The DA will make sure that politicians like Blade Nzimande do not steal NSFAS money so that young people can get an education. Ndifuna ukuthi kumama wasethembisa ongayaziyo uba uzawutya ntoni namhlanje, ndifuna ukuthi kuwe mama olu uncedo luyeza nakuwe. The DA will increase the child grant so that our children do not starve. Akho mntana uzolamba apho kuphethe khona i-DA. Ndifuna ukuthi kubaba ekudala ekhangela umsebenzi engawufumani kuba kuqashwa abantu be-ANC kuphela, ndifuna ukuthi kuwe tata olu uncedo luyeza nakuwe. South Africans, I want to assure you that help is on the way. We are the only party in South Africa that has delivered on its promises. It is not a mistake that Cape Town has the lowest unemployment rate. It is not a mistake that the Western Cape spends most of its money servicing the poor. But we do not want this to be a Western Cape story, Agiri. We want it to be a South African story. We want it to be a Gauteng story. We want it to be a KwaZulu-Natal story. Sifuna a South African story where children are able to go to school and get a good education, to get a job and support their families. Where mothers are able to feed their children so that they can grow up to be anything they want to be. Where young people can get into work and live a life of dignity. I'm not talking about Amapi's job. I'm talking about real jobs. South Africans, if you vote for a DA government, life will become better. Lend us your vote on Wednesday and we will show you what servant leadership looks like. Lend us your vote on Wednesday because the DA knows that your vote can hire and fire a government of your choice. Lend us your vote because the DA will always be accountable to you. And lend us your vote because we do not believe that your vote does not matter. It does. But I want to say this election is not about the color of the t-shirt you once wore. No, 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 no. This is not about the party of your past. This is about your future. If a party does not work for you, vote them out. Mawapu, Mama Sela, mawapu me. Mawapu, Mama Sela, mawapu me. I would like you to vote for a party that will return isithunzi to you and your family. Vote for a party that will work for you. And so I stand before you today, Dizonenzela isithembiso. Democrats, the DA may not be a perfect party, but it is a working party. It is a party that cares for you. I can guarantee you that we care about this country. We care about abantu besisizwe, and we care about your future. Nekamva labantwana bethu. And so let's go out there on the 29th on Wednesday. You bring ubaba, you bring usisi, you bring ubhuti, you bring umakhulu, you bring uBenten. Siya ekhethweni nge-29. Viva DA, viva! Viva! Pata DA, pata! Pagama DA, pagama! Diabulela.
Halala bushe halala.
To me, James Self is not only a mentor, not only an excellent friend, but James Self is one of my heroes. James has been a beacon of hope for a better day in South Africa. There's not a single South African that has not been touched by the work of James Self. Whether it's the fact that we live in a constitutional democracy today, whether it's the fact that we have the rule of law established as one of our key principles, and whether every time that's come up to be threatened, James Self has been on the forefront of defending those frontiers of freedom in South Africa. We as South Africans owe James Self a huge debt of gratitude. And I've no doubt, James, that when we make it into the union buildings in this next election in 2024, it will be by no small measure because of the work of people like you. And I want to say today, thank you for your service. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your contribution to South Africa and our party. But most importantly, thank you for your friendship.
This election, you will get 3 ballots: national, regional, and provincial. On the national ballot, vote for the DA to govern the country and turn things around. On the regional ballot, vote for the DA to represent your best regional and local interests in the National Assembly. On the provincial ballot, vote for the DA who has a proven track record in government to lead your province. On 29 May 2024, vote DA on all 3 ballots. A strong DA can rescue South Africa.
Long live the spirit of James Self. Long live.
Long live.
Democrats, that was an absolutely powerful speech by our chief whip. But we still have more.
Yes,
Liam,
we do.
still have more that is coming. Do you want
We've
to
got
tell
a
the
lot.
people what we have?
Hey, did you forget? Did you forget who's going to come on at the end of this?
No.
Who's going to come on at the end?
I want to hear it.
I think they're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
At the end, we are going to have Oscar Mbo. But now, we really have to say a big, big thank you.
Yes.
But to who?
To everybody here, Liam.
To everybody here.
Because none of this today, nothing about how far we've come in our campaign would have happened without each and every single one of you. The blow spot, let's give it up to the DA!
Without the activists, without the boots on the ground, there is no DA. Without me, without you, without each and every one of us, there is no Democratic Alliance. So make some noise for yourselves.
We want to say thank you, guys. Thank you so much. But Liam, we have another party coming on stage now.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We're still going to
The party is going and the party's still flowing. The party is not slowing. It is going on and 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 on. Are you ready, Democrats?
Are you ready to rescue South Africa?
Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it here? Are you feeling it in your soul? You're feeling it in your soul. You feeling it in your soul. You feeling it in your soul. You feeling it on the inside. I know you are. So Democrats, without further ado, allow me now to actually, let's hype it up some more. Let's make some more noise. Democrats, are you feeling it?
Yes, we are.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Now, Democrats, I want us to all give a warm round of applause and give it up for the Parlotones!
Viva, DA, DA, viva!
So easy, I am not your toy. 'Cause you think love is something new, but it is just a tool to make it alright. Push me to the floor. Don't give up until I'm begging you for more. I'll be thinking of the time I felt inspired. And don't stand next to me. I love the smell of ecstasy. It makes me feel inspired. 'Cause you think love is like a sun, rise up against you somehow. You're always right. Oh, push me to the floor. Don't give up until I'm begging you for more. I'll be thinking of the time I felt inspired. Push me to the floor. Make me think that you're the one that I adore. Till the morning we will be as if we're meant to be. Your worth is worth nothing when it's at someone else's cost. And fortune's not appreciated when the sweet stuff comes too fast. Push me to the floor. Don't give up until I'm begging you for more. I'll be thinking of the time I felt inspired. Push me to the floor. Make me think that you're the one that I adore. Till the morning we will be as if we're meant to be. Your worth is worth nothing when it's at someone else's cost. And fortune's not appreciated when the sweet stuff comes too fast. Push me to the floor. I'll be thinking of the time I felt inspired. Everybody!
Thank you.
star, passion patrol, accept us for who we are. We're gonna lose control, oh no. The outline of miracles required to be traced. Eliminate the need for thrills. We all need to be saved today. Oh, you are all beautiful. You are all magical. Deserve to be adored. Deserve to be adored. The science of all of this is a parodied poem, avoided with swinging fists. Don't wanna be alone, no, no. There's romance and bitterness. Say the borderline patrol, differentiate happiness. The borderline patrol. Oh, you are all beautiful. You are all magical. Deserve to be adored. Deserve to be adored. You are all beautiful. Oh, you are all magical. Deserve to be adored. Deserve to be adored. I tell you for free, this is just formula. This is just chemistry. None of this is real too. I tell you for free. Oh, this is just formula. This is just chemistry. 'Cause none of this is real to me. You are all beautiful. Oh, you are all magical. Deserve to be adored. Deserve to be adored. You are all beautiful. Oh, you are all magical. Deserve to be adored. Deserve to be adored. You are all beautiful. You are all magical. Deserve to be adored. Deserve to be adored. Thank you. This is called I'll Be There. Still beauty, colorful. Will these blossoms all ever bloom? I can't promise. 'Cause just like hearts, they get broken. But I'll try my hardest. Even if you're rich, even if you're poor, every breath you breathe, I'll be there for you. Even if you're strong, even if you're not, every breath you breathe, I'll be there. Angelic little princess, I wanna wake up to this every morning. Another love song, a silly love song, but it's our song and it's forever. It's forever. Even if you're rich, even if you're poor, every breath you breathe, I'll be there for you. Even if you're strong, even if you're not, every breath you breathe, I'll be there for you. The song is forever, the song is forever, the song is forever. I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Even if you're poor, every breath you breathe. Even if you're strong, even if you're not, every breath you breathe, I'll be there for you. Even if you're rich, even if you're poor, every breath you breathe, I'll be there for you. Even if you're strong, even if you're not, every breath you breathe, I'll be there for you. The song is forever, the song is forever, the song is forever. The song is forever, the song is forever, the song is forever. I'll be there. Thank you, you guys are beautiful, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You guys ready to dance a little bit? That's our last song. Thank you very much for listening to us. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon and good luck with the voting. Much love, everyone. I'm on a black balloon, I'm coming down. I break the ties that bind us, wear a golden crown of thorns. I'm on a cloud, I'm gonna fall with you. Beat my chest with all the biggest flame of passion burns me through and through. Yeah. Here comes a man, holds out his hand, he's looking strangely at me. And in a flash, I'm on the floor and all these friends are laughing. I fake a million smiles to be with you. Crooked teeth are diamonds, count the things that we could do. I miss your smile, sunshine too. I beat my chest with all the biggest flame of passion burns me through and through. Yeah. Here Here comes a man, holds out his hand, he's looking strangely at me. And in a flash, I'm on the floor and all his friends are laughing. Here comes a man, holds out his hand, he's looking strangely at me. And in a flash, I'm on the floor and all his friends are laughing. Aha! Here comes a man, holds out his hand, he's looking strangely at me. And in a flash, I'm on the floor and all his friends are laughing. Oh, tell me why you laugh at me. Oh, tell me why you laugh at me. Here comes a man, holds out his hand, he's looking strangely at me. And in a flash, I'm on the floor and all his friends are laughing. Here comes a man, holds out his hand, he's looking strangely at me. And in a flash, I'm on the floor and all his friends are laughing. Here comes the man, holds out his hand. Tell me why you laugh at me. Oh, tell me why you laugh at me. I'm on a blackboard. Thank you, everybody. Much love.
South Africa has the potential to be a great nation. But it breaks my heart hearing from so many people who are struggling to feed their families. People are tired of corruption, tired of load shedding, tired of empty promises. But it doesn't have to be this way.
The Democratic Alliance is on a mission to rescue South Africa. Where the DA already governs, life is better. And that is why millions of people are moving to DA governance. Every day, we are working harder to do more. For the first time in 30 years, united as the multi-party charter for South Africa, we have a real chance to bring in a new national government that works. A strong Democratic Alliance will anchor a new government that can rescue South Africa. But we need every single South African to unite and join the rescue mission.
A strong DA can rescue South Africa. Vote DA.
Who has led this party to its strongest point. It is the man who is in charge. It is our leader. It is the incoming of the Republic of South Africa. It is our federal leader who's not going to come from behind me, not going to come from the side, not that side, but from behind. Give it up for John Steenhuisen!
Viva John Steenhuisen, viva!
Viva!
Hoi hoi! John Steenhuisen, hoi hoi! Aye, John Steenhuisen, aye. Warranty, dia warranty!
for the whole nation to see. Put it in the air right now.
South Africa, John Steenhuisen, viva!
Viva! John Ceno! Awaphuma masala awaphume!
Awaphume! Ayaya John Steenhuisen, ayaya! Ayaya Joshi! Halala! Kalizazaman!
Kalikokolo!
Kalizazaman!
Kalikokolo!
Karikogolo!
Kalizazaman!
Karikogolo! Pata John Steenhuisen, Pata!
Pata! Yeah.
Halala, dear, halala! Are you ready to sing our song one more time, proudly and loudly? We're gonna rescue South Africa. Are you ready? One more time, let's sing it together. Rescue South Africa. Rescue South Africa. Viva Mzansi wetu. We're gonna rescue South Africa. One more time, louder. Rescue. Rescue South Africa. Hey! Rescue South Africa. Viva Mzansi wetu. We're gonna rescue South Africa. Hey! Together we stand united. Through the struggles, our flag stands strong. Freedom for our nation. Hope for war together. Imagine peace for all our people. Better days for us all. Fairness for every home. Dream remains for you and me. Rescue, rescue South Africa. That's in the air. Rescue South Africa. Oh, viva, viva, Mzansi wetu. We're gonna rescue South Africa. What's that? What's that? Do that. Rescue. Hey, rescue South Africa. Oh, no, no. Hey, rescue South Africa. Oh, viva, viva, Mzansi wetu. We're gonna rescue South Africa. I'm proud, I'm South African. Mountain tops, we stand bold. See the beauty in every voice. We will grow, 'cause we love our land. Rescue, rescue South Africa. Viva Mzansi, yeah. Oh, we gotta rescue South Africa. Rescue South Africa. Rescue South Africa. Rescue South Africa. Viva Mzansi, yeah. Oh, we gotta rescue South Africa. Oh, viva, viva Mzansi wetu. We gotta rescue South Africa.
Africa.
Africa, are you ready for change? Are you ready to rescue South Africa? Then we're going to do it. We're going to do it together. Siya Pambili, Democrats. Siya Pambili. My fellow South Africans, citizens of South Africa, what you see before you today is the biggest, the strongest, and the most determined democratic alliance that you have ever seen in your lives. What you see before you are the people who make up the heart and the soul of the only political party that moves our country forward where the DA governs. What you see before you are the people who run the best municipalities and the best provincial government in the country. What you see before you is the party that delivers thousands of new jobs wherever we govern. And you know what? We are able to deliver all of these things because of the DA people, the blue people who work across the length and breadth of our country to turn South Africa into the country of our dreams. Democrats, the people you see before you stand on the shoulders of giants. And we were all painfully reminded of this week when the DA family lost one of the greatest giants of them all. So I want you to please join me now in a moment of silence as we honor Mr. James Self, a hero not only of the DA, but of our South African democracy. So join me in a moment of silence as we pay respects to James Self. Ngiyabonga ama-Democrats, inkosi kakhulu, kuyalibonga. Democrats, on the 29th of May, it will go down in history as the most consequential day of our democracy since the birth of our democracy in 1994. On Wednesday, the ANC will lose the outright majority that it has abused for decades. It will lose the majority that it's abused to push this country into unemployment, to commit corruption and misrule. And on Wednesday, we close the chapter on the ANC rule. And a new chapter will begin for our country. And this new chapter won't be written by the ANC, it won't be written by Ramaphosa, and it won't be written by the rotten people in the union buildings. This new chapter will be written by the people of South Africa. The people of South Africa will write this new chapter by picking up a pen inside of a voting booth and using that pen to draw their 3 sacred crosses on the ballot paper. So remember this when you enter the voting booth over the coming days. As you're about to vote, look at that pen in your hand and reflect on the fact that with that pen, you will personally write the chapter of South Africa that is to come. You will be making history. And the choice you make with that pen in your hand is a serious, serious decision. Because this is a serious election. And as you vote, I want you to think about your family. I want you to think about your future. And then I want you to use that pen to vote for a party with a proven track record that will work for you and turn South Africa's next chapter into the very best one yet. And I want you to vote on all 3 ballot papers for the Democratic Alliance. It's my party. It's your party. It's our party. It's the blue party. It's the party that can bring change. Because you see, unlike all these other parties in this election, the DA doesn't make promises about what we're going to do one day. We don't kaluma. The Democratic Alliance delivers. And we don't talk about what we're going to do sometime. We show you the evidence of what we are doing today already where we govern. And you see, the Democratic Alliance did not just appear out of nowhere to promise you the sun, the moon, and the stars. We don't wait for elections to manipulate you with desperate stunts like the NHI. Because let me tell you, this scheme is nothing about providing poor healthcare services to the poor. This scheme will not solve ANC corruption, and it won't solve the way the ANC have destroyed public healthcare. Instead, it will expropriate medical aid from the millions of South Africans who, despite the misrule of the ANC, have worked hard to make it into the middle class since 1994. The NHI is an assault on the aspirations of the South African people by the ANC, which is playing political games with the lives and the health of our citizens. And we're here to say, Kwanele, enough is enough. Because on the 29th of May, we're going to kick the ANC out and we're going to vote the DA in. And you see, we don't do populist political tricks and gimmicks. Instead of expropriating medical aid funds, the DA has a plan, a sustainable plan, to achieve universal access to basic health care for every South African by making private medical aid affordable for more people, while rooting out the corruption and the mismanagement from public hospitals and clinics, just like we've already done in the Western Cape. We don't need the ANC's NHI. If you want to see what basic healthcare looks like, good healthcare, just come to the Western Cape, Mr. President, and Alan Windy and our team there will show you how to make hospitals work, to heal the sick, and to provide decent services for all South Africans, regardless of their health. Because you see, we don't need populist stunts. Because you know why? Because the DA does the hard work. We work hard every day for the people of South Africa. Siyasebenza for the people of South Africa. Every single day we are siyasebenzing for the people of South Africa. And let me tell you, the DA worked yesterday to create a better country. The DA is working today to create a better country. And the DA will keep on working tomorrow for a better country. Are you with me, Democrats? Are we going to do this? Are we united? Because what we are united, nobody can tear us apart. We are not going to let anybody divide us. It doesn't matter if we're black, white, Indian, colored, Muslim, Hindu, Christian, Jew, rich, poor, urban or rural. We're together as the Democratic Alliance, and we're here to show South Africa the way into the future. And this isn't Kaluma, because as we speak here today, those regions under the DA's control are creating thousands and thousands of jobs, more jobs than anywhere else in the country. If you want a job, you must vote for the Democratic Alliance, because we know how to create jobs. Today, as we stand here, DA governments are busy managing public finances with zero tolerance for corruption. Panzi Amasela, Panzi. We don't steal the money. Where we govern, we make sure that every cent of money is spent on the people. We're not like the fat cats in the ANC who take your money and put it in their back pockets or give it to their friends. We spend it on services and we spend it on the people. And today, as we stand here at this rally, the DA is making communities safer where we govern through initiatives like the 1.2 billion rand LEAP program, which doesn't keep criminals on the streets. It's taken 27,000 criminals off the streets to keep our people safe and secure. Today, DA governments already run the best public schools, hospitals, and clinics you will find anywhere in South Africa. And today, as we speak here today, we are busy enhancing the dignity of poor South Africans by delivering excellent public health care, excellent public education. The DA-led Cape Town is investing more in poor communities than the ANC-led Johannesburg and eThekwini combined. Because the DA doesn't kaluma about tackling poverty. We beat poverty where we govern. And if you want to beat poverty, vote for the Democratic Alliance. We don't... Yes, DA is number one. You're right. The DA is number one. And on the 29th of May, we're going to come out number one on the ballot paper. And when we come out number one, South Africa is going to come out number one. You see, we don't offer empty promises. We show you concrete facts. And the facts are undeniable. If you want a government that creates 2 million new jobs, that gets rid of cadre deployment to ensure fair access to work for all South Africans, if you want to halve the rate of violent crime, including murder, attempted murder, and gender-based violence, if you want clean, accountable government with zero tolerance for corruption, if you want to end load shedding and water cuts, if you want to fix public schools so that we can triple the number of grade 4 learners who can read for meaning and provide our children with a better future, and if you want to expand access to private medical aid to more people rather than taking it away from those who've earned it the hard way, then I'm here to tell you, you are ready to vote for the Democratic Alliance. You are ready to vote for the DA. If you want those things and you want more, if you want a record of action and a promise of more, you are ready to vote for the DA. We already run the best municipalities and provincial governments in South Africa today. And that is why only the DA can make tomorrow a better country. Only the DA can make tomorrow a better country. Because we believe that South Africa can be a better country. Because today our country suffers. Our people are suffering under the unbearable burden of poverty, of unemployment, of crime and hunger. But these disasters are not inevitable. These disasters were created by the ANC people, by corrupt and selfish people who betrayed our country. Panzi Amasela, Panzi. It's these ANC cadres who used the corruption of BEE to create billionaires and millionaires while plunging 11 million people into unemployment and 30 million people into poverty. The same people who watched and sat by as our country was sold out to the Guptas. The same man who hid undeclared dollars inside his couch at Pala Pala and then covered it up. But I'm here to tell you today that if having the wrong people in power is destroying South Africa, then electing the right people into government can rescue South Africa. And Democrats, that's exactly what we can do together on Wednesday. Because in this election, and for the first time ever, the DA has a clear path to getting into national government. By uniting with our partners inside the multi-party charter, we have pooled together the biggest block of opposition voters since 1994. And together, we can get to the 50% plus one we need to rescue South Africa. So, while the ANC is on its way out, if every DA voter comes out on election day, we can win. We can win, Democrats, if we come out and vote. So, on Wednesday, defeating the ANC and electing the DA is your date with destiny. It is your date with destiny. And don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to say, I was there. I was there when we voted the ANC out and we voted the DA in. And we elected a new government that works for the people and not for the politicians. My fellow South Africans, on Wednesday, you will hold in your hand the pen that writes a new chapter for South Africa. But make no mistake, if DA voters stay at home, or they split the vote amongst many small parties on the ballot, then our country's next chapter could be even uglier than the past. If we sit back and allow a coalition between the ANC, the EFF, and the MK, aided by the sellouts in the Patriotic Alliance, our tomorrow will be far, far worse than our yesterday. Because if that happens, the NHI will be implemented, property will be expropriated, and corruption will engulf us, and our economy will collapse. It will be doomsday for South Africa. But I'm here with good news today. I'm here with good news because I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be this way. We can do something different. All it takes to beat this coalition of corruption and ensure that tomorrow is a better country is to turn out in the millions and vote for the Blue Party, the Democratic Alliance, the party that gets things done, the party ready to rescue South Africa. I'm more convinced than ever before that good South Africans are not going to sit around and sit back and allow their worst fears to wash over them and end up ruling them. Instead, I believe that the South African people are about to make history by voting for their hopes and installing a new government anchored by a proven track record of the Democratic Alliance. Democrats, friends, during this campaign, I've traveled to every corner of South Africa. And I've met South Africans from all walks of life. So if you're one of the mothers I met who's wondering how you're going to put food on the table tonight to feed your children, if you're a father who feels pained and angry because you cannot find work to provide for your family, if you are sick and ailing and worry whether the public healthcare system will ever heal you, if you are a young graduate who's forced to stand at a traffic light begging for a job, then I stand before you today to tell you, I have seen you. The Democratic Alliance has seen you. We've tasted your bitter disappointments. We've heard your dreams, and I have felt your pain. And I'm here to tell you, loud and clear, from this podium today, that help is on the way. And that help is coming on the 29th of May when we vote for the DA to get into government and rescue South Africa. Help is on the way. And so, if you're watching this at home, if you're one of those millions of people that are watching this at home, and you still don't believe me, then please join me in welcoming the DA's federal leadership onto the stage. Let's give them a round of applause. The DA's federal leadership. Democrats, if you don't believe me that tomorrow can be a better country, then I invite you to look at the faces of the people here today. These people come from every background. They come from every neighborhood, and they come from every corner of this country. These people are your neighbors, they are your friends, and they are your compatriots. The talent and diversity that you see gathered here today, you will never see in any other political party. If these patriots from diverse backgrounds can stand together united to declare that we refuse to give up on South Africa and that they are determined to make our tomorrow a better country, then you at home watching can do the same. You have the power to write a new chapter where tomorrow is a better country. And it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what language you speak or what your background is. If you want a big, strong party with a track record of creating jobs, if you want to run effective governments, if you want an end to unemployment, crime, corruption, and poverty, if you want to rescue South Africa, and if you believe that tomorrow can be a better country, then you are ready. You are ready to vote for the DA. So South Africa, we'll see you at the voting booths. We'll see you where you can join with us in voting for a strong DA to rescue South Africa. Your vote can rescue South Africa. On Wednesday, the 29th of May, vote for the DA. Vote for the DA. Democrats! Democrats, friends, South Africa is a proud nation, and we are proud South Africans. So please join me in singing our beautiful national anthem, the song that will take us all the way to the Union buildings. Viva DA, viva! God bless you, God bless South Africa.
love South Africa, put your flag in the air right now. If you see a South Africa that's rescued, wave your flag.
It has been absolutely amazing. One more time, let's give it up for John Steenhuisen!
Viva DA, viva!
Viva!
Democrats, to the stage right now. I have the great pleasure, the amazing pleasure, the wonderful pleasure. Do you know what I'm about to do right now?
Are you guys ready?
I think they know exactly what I want to do. You know what I want to do. Are you ready? Can I feel you?
Yeah, man.
Then give it up for Oscar Bo!
Jesus!
Viva Oscar Bo, viva!
Viva!
Oscar, we wanna party! Let's go! Oscar, we wanna party! Kalisa Saman!
Kaligogolo!
Kaligogolo! Kalisa Saman! Tata, Oscar, Tata! Tata! I am a South African boyfriend, yeah!
Why did you get out of the car?
Hey! Awufuna ukugibela. Awufuna ukugibela. Asit. Asit. I see. Malu. Halala Oscar, halala.
This election, you will get 3 ballots: national, regional, and provincial. On the national ballot, vote for the DA to govern the country and turn things around. On the regional ballot, vote for the DA to represent your best regional and local interests in the National Assembly. On the provincial ballot, vote for the DA who has a proven track record in government to lead your province. On 29 May 2024, vote DA on all 3 ballots. A strong DA can rescue South Africa.
Studio, we just heard from our DA leaders why it is so important to go out and vote on the 29th of May to rescue South Africa. The stakes have never been higher.
Nazli, I couldn't agree more. What amazing speeches. I mean, right now, Oscar Moore's on stage.
Oscar Moore!
It truly is a sight to see. What a celebration. What an amazing moment for the Democratic Alliance right here in Gauteng.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts of what was going on the stage was the speech by Siviwe as well as John Steenhuisen. It was just a call to action to make sure everybody at home comes out and vote. What was your favorite part?
Well, I think, Nazli, what John Steenhuisen said was that there is hope. We can rescue South Africa on the 29th of May. It is possible, South Africa. It is within our hands. Your vote can change it all. So please go out on Wednesday, vote. That is what is important.
Joining us in studio, we have the DA Youth Leader, Nicholas Vyati. We have the DA's Deputy Campaign Manager, Ashur Saruman. And of course, we have Citizen Kandli, the one and only. Welcome, everybody. How is everybody feeling? Nicholas?
You guys are here. The atmosphere is electric. The crowd is amazing. South Africans are ready to rescue themselves from unemployment and the poverty that we face as a country. I'm super excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very excited. I think that we've put across a strong message to the voters today to say that your vote has the power. The ANC's under 50%. We can change South Africa. And as John said, Thursday morning we can wake up to a much better country. And so we just got to get out there and vote and we can make it happen.
Yeah, Kathy, how are you feeling?
Nazleen, it is ongelooflijk. It is exhilarating. I literally have goosebumps on here. It is amazing to see all these people coming in blue saying, we want a better future for our country. We're going to take that on the 29th and we're going to bring hope for South Africa. There's nothing better I've seen as today. This is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what, guys? Whenever we sing the national anthem, I get so emotional. And myself and Kadli we were watching and we saw young kids waving their South African flags so proudly, and it made me so emotional. How did you feel, Kadli?
I think it was so special to see the next generation standing proud, having hope for our country, and we know this is a symbolism of hope for what is to come. There's more for South Africa, and as John showed us, help is on the way, and that makes me really excited.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We're a country full of potential. It's just that we have a government that does not recognize our potential. So on the 29th of May, please go out and vote for a government that will recognize the potential that we have as a country.
So in 2019, the media wrote us off, but we are getting stronger and stronger every day.
Yeah, so I think in 2019, the press made the huge mistake after that election of saying that the DA is not going to go anywhere. However, in 2021, we end up governing in more places than ever before. And like dominoes, Joburg, Swane, Ekurhuleni, Nelson Mandela Bay, they fell. But because people split their votes, that's the only reason that things did not get better. But in this election, we know that there are more DA supporters than ever before. And I look forward to the 30th of May, telling anyone who's ever written this off that South Africa is now a DA country. It is a place where we will govern. And we will govern in more places, and we will deliver. And we'll deliver for more people than ever before after the 29th of May.
Rescue South Africa, what does this mean?
Look, rescuing South Africa is very clear. We've got a country with the highest youth unemployment rate in the world. 7 in 10 young people can't find jobs. We've got to rescue our young people from the situation. They deserve better. They deserve a good chance and a good shot at life and the opportunity to build a life for themselves that they value. We've got to rescue South Africa from crime and gender-based violence. And solving gender-based violence is not about signing a law. It's about getting the police stations resourced. It's about getting GBV units into place. No amount of legislation is going to fix the resources. We have the political will and the management skills to do that. We've also got to rescue the country from load shedding. And let's not pretend. In 2021, they stopped load shedding until the day of the election. We woke up the day after, we got load shedding back. It's going to be back with a vengeance. We'll rescue our country from load shedding, and we can change it. So that's what we will rescue South Africa from.
Nicholas, what do you say to a first-time voter who's watching this at home and they're going to vote for the first time on the 29th of May?
Uhlele endlini utamagwinya ufukele ngifuna ukuthi kuwe lixesha leli abantu abatsha mabaphakame bathathe ikamva labo asinawuhlala sihlukunyezwa ngurhulumente. Our time as young people is now. Our country needs us. I want to speak to you as a young person who does not know anything else but this oppression that we face under this ANC government. I want to tell you that it does not have to be like this. You have the power to change your future. You have the power to create employment in this country. You have the power to stop load shedding in this country. You have the power. The DA will not do it alone, but we will do it if you and us work together. And I strongly believe that you will hear this message, because as young people, we are suffering. But on the 29th of May, I believe in you. I believe in you. I will be in the voting station, and I hope to see you there. Call out your crush, call out your ex, call out all your girlfriends and all your boyfriends. They must go and vote for South Africa, so that one day when future generations ask, what did you do when your country was burning? You can stand boldly and say, I was there to rescue South Africa.
Absolutely, we have to be the generation that rescues South Africa. Now I have a very important question for you, Kadli. Can you tell us about your first time voting, of course?
Leslie, the first time I voted, I almost didn't vote. I was not at my voting station, and I was like, oh man, it's so far to drive. Do I really have to vote? I don't really want to. And then I realized, no, too many people fought so hard so that I can have a right to vote. People died for us to have a right to vote. My country needs me to vote. I want to have a say in my future and not allow other people to tell me what my future should be. So I got into my friend's car, we drove an hour, and I said, this is my mom, for the DA, and I voted, and I'm so glad I did.
Yes. Asho, what about your first time voting?
It happened later than most. The year I turned 18 wasn't an election year, so it took a while. So in 2009, I was 20. That was my first time voting. And I was already working in elections for the DA. So it was quick, got through the queue as quickly as I could, got my ID out, got my thumb marked, and it was a very proud moment for me to cast my first ballot. Of course, it was 2009 when Helen's ballot placed on the ballot, and I've been voting DA ever since.
Yeah, me too. I voted in 2009 for the first time. I had just turned 19 years old, and I was very proud with my DA t-shirt, and I went to go and vote. And ever since then, I've been voting DA. Nicholas, tell us about your first time voting.
My first time voting was in 2016, and at first I was skeptical. I was like, nah, it won't make a difference. But I had to give myself energy and motivate myself. I went out there, I voted for the DA, and for the first time, Nelson Mandela Bay had a DA mayor. It just goes to prove that that one vote can make a difference. It made a difference in my community, and I hope that it can make a difference in our country. So your vote as an individual really can change a community and can change the country as a whole. So never take your vote for granted. The other first time we can discuss off air.
Assemblée.
Well, I want to continue. Actual elections are going to be over soon, but that's when the hard work begins.
So immediately after the election, the hard work does begin. Because after the election is about what actually happens. So you've got to take your vote very seriously and vote for a serious party who can, after this election, fix crime, fix load shedding, fix unemployment, and make sure that we have a better country. And that when you vote, you're voting for that period of hard work after the election, and you can trust us to do the hard work. If you look at Chris Pappas in KwaZulu-Natal, in Umgeni, what he did in 2 years to turn around a broken municipality shows he took his job seriously, and he obviously still does, and he can do that for KwaZulu-Natal. In the Free State, we've got Roy Jankelson, a very experienced politician who's exposed the Gupta's corruption in the Free State, whose workhorse Ace Magashule to be kicked out of the ANC. He can clean up the Free State. That is the work that needs to be done. And Gauteng, Salim Simanga put Swane on the rescue path. He can scare Gauteng onto the rescue path. In the Western Cape, of course, Alan Wendy has proven himself as someone who can deliver. And these are serious people who, after the election, will work hard. And at the national level, for the first time, we can bring that DA difference to the entire country.
Absolutely. I just want to say thank you so much to the panel. I had a lot of fun with all of you, and having Oscar Moore in the background just stopped it off. To everybody at home, remember to like and share this broadcast. Make sure nobody else has FOMO. Send it, share it, and join the conversation online using the hashtag #RescueSARally and hashtag #VoteDA. Don't go anywhere. Let's check in with our man on the ground, Quina.
I'm absolutely loving it here, and I'm joined by one of my fellow young politicians, Max Nordana. Max, what a vibe today has been. How do you feel being here today?
Look, this has been electric, such a great vibe today. South Africans came out here because they believe we need to rescue South Africa. It's such a lovely vibe behind me. You can see people are dancing. Yebo, 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 yebo. Such a lovely vibe. And it's exciting being here today. And it's lovely to hear the message we heard today. And a lot of people that came out from all different walks of life believing that the DA can rescue South Africa.
We speak often about rescuing South Africa. Rescue South Africa from what?
Look, we need to rescue South Africa from unemployment, from poverty, from crime, from hunger, from children dying in pit toilets, from health, where people go to hospitals looking for help, yet they leave with a mortuary or they leave with a coffin. So that's what we need to rescue South Africa from, and vote for the DA that will create jobs, that will end unemployment, that will halve the violent rate of crime, and make sure that it takes out people out of hunger and increase the social growth. That's what we need right now in South Africa, and that's what we need to rescue South Africa from.
Max, what is the DA's offering to the people of South Africa in this election?
Look, the DA's offer to the people of South Africa this election is that we need to rescue South Africa. One, we want to create 2 million jobs within the next 5 years. Number 2, we must halve the rate of violent crime. Number 3, we must end hunger and poverty by cutting food costs and increasing the social grants. But number 4, we need to make sure that we save our children from a failing public education system and give them good quality education and skills they can use to participate in the economy. And lastly, is to make sure we've got good hospitals and extend private healthcare so that people go to hospitals, get help, and not die in hospitals.
Next, what is your final message for the people of South Africa before this crucial election on the 29th of May?
Look, for people at home, I'm saying to you, you might not be interested in politics, but politics is interested in you. We don't have to stay in this mess. Go out on the 29th of May on Wednesday and vote for the Democratic Alliance that will rescue South Africa and make sure we bring a job in your home. It will end crime. It will halve unemployment in this particular country and make sure that people have a good quality education, good health care, and ultimately we can rescue our country and live a prosperous life.
Max, thank you so much, South Africa. That is it from me. Remember, in this election, the stakes have never been higher. Load shedding, job shedding, water shedding. We need to ANC shed, and we can do it. We can rescue South Africa, but we need all South Africans to get out to the polls on the 29th of May and unite behind the DA. What an amazing day it has been to be surrounded by over 20,000 DA supporters who are filled with hope in a country full of hopeless South Africans has truly been inspiring, and I hope that all South Africans watching today felt the same. Ultimately, this election is about restoring hope to the millions of hopeless South Africans, and remember that when you go to the polls on Wednesday, South Africa, don't lose the faith. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Kwena out.
Welcome back, South Africa. This has been the DA's We Can Rescue SA rally as we head into the all-important 29 May elections. Now, just to remind everybody, if you have any voting queries or you have any questions, please feel free to call the DA's election hotline on 021-020-0901. Drop us a WhatsApp on 073-375-1133. Or slide into our DMs and we'll definitely help you because every single vote counts.
And for those of you watching at home, don't forget to share all the posts today from all the DA social media pages. Also remember, the 29th of May is election day. Make sure you go out to vote. Make sure you bring everybody at home to go to the polls and vote. Make sure you don't forget your ID as well.
Yes, voting sessions open at 7 a.m. and close at 9 a.m. But remember that special votes start tomorrow on the 27th and the 28th of May. And if you have applied for a special vote, whether you are voting at the voting station or you are voting at home, make sure that on all 3 ballots you put your X next to the DA. If you still need help finding out where your voting station is, please go to wheretovote.da.org.za. South Africa, this is it. We have a choice to make. We can no longer endure the destruction of our country. This is literally the difference between life and death. We are the generation that must rescue South Africa. Young people, let's go out there. Let's take our future back, because we have the power within our hands and with our vote to rescue South Africa. Vote wisely. Vote wisely. Our lives literally depend on it.
South Africa, my last word is quite simple. This election is about who's going to sit across the room from you. Who's going to help you when your lights are out, when your roads are not working, when your fridges burn because of the load shedding. It's about who's sitting across the table from you. South Africa needs a champion. The DA is ready to be your champion. Nasli, I'm voting for the DA.
Yes,
South Africa, you have 3 ballots. Put your X next to the DA, because we are ready to be your champion, South Africa. We are ready to sit next to you across the room and help you find the solutions for the issues that you have. We are ready, South Africa. Vote wisely. My name is Louis Olompiti. I am signing out. Your local bad boy is out.
And my name is Nasli Sharif, signing out. Shop and away.
I am a mother. I am a father. I'm a daughter. I am a son. I believe in freedom. Freedom to earn a living. Go where I want. Love who I want. Say what I believe and pursue my dreams. I am brave. I am a provider. I believe in fairness. A fairness where our achievements are determined by our choices and hard work. I am a leader. I believe in opportunity. A nation where opportunity is plentiful and everyone's rights are protected. I believe in diversity. Every person has a unique perspective and an important role to play in building our nation. We do not judge each other by how we look, but by who we are. We are South Africans working together. We are the Democratic Alliance.
Thanks for watching. All across our beautiful country, people are joining forces to elect the new government that can rescue South Africa. Like and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Please share our videos with friends and family. Let's rescue South Africa. Vote DA.